A lot of you guys have project cars in your garage that you probably tore down and wish you could still be driving. I recommend making them where you can drive and then continually fixing them. So we've been over at the shop for a little while already. I've been drawing the diagram out so we have the diagrams later so we can refer back to them. That way we have a schematic of how all this stuff's going on. He's getting a lot of stuff done on the tank. Let me go show you that. He's working on his fuel tank over here, getting it all prepped up, getting everything ready so he can weld it together. Yeah, everything's looking good. He's got his baffle right there over on top. So he's got this cut out, and that way you got fuel able to flow under and through, but it stops the mass of the flow moving. So it should help him a lot with like sloshing and stuff like that in the tank. Because with a tank this big, you don't want to run it without a baffle. It'd be a little crazy. So Amelia is very much the budget build. I get asked a lot of questions. Well, why don't you buy this? Why don't you do this? Like, why are you building a fuel tank? Why are you using an LS motor? This is a budget build. There's not a lot of money that goes around to building this. There's a lot of parts, a lot of things are taken, a lot of things are stolen. Like the transmission here is out of another vehicle, the seats out of another, that rear end's out of another vehicle. And we take it and we modify it and we get it to fit because it's what he's had piled around and stored up to be able to create this beast. And the cool part is when you're able to do it that way, you don't have a lot of money in it. Yeah, you invested your time, but you know every nook, cranny, bolt, everything that it takes to build that car. Like him building this fuel tank over here, he knows every in and out of that fuel tank. He'll know every piece, everything to it. And to me, knowledge is wisdom. When it comes to your own vehicle and you're broke down on the side of the road and you need to fix it, if you built it, you're going to be the one to be able to fix it easier. We're clearancing for this one wire so we can slip right down. We're cutting the plastic out, make sure we've got plenty of room, make sure nothing touches. Yeah, I think we got to go just a little bit more, just to make sure. So when you're doing a budget build, sometimes you got to use things you normally wouldn't use. Like a lot of these are like leftover pieces of wire from other projects. They're all great wire. There's nothing wrong with them. No cuts, no nothing. But, you know, instead of using new wire, everything on here is a little bit used. It's a little bit, you know, from something else. Or we had to order something else because it was cheaper. Like this upper box is like a $20 box. This bottom one was like another $20 box. So we're able to save money. Not time, but money when we do stuff like this. And we'll actually have a pretty heavy-duty system because both of these systems were made to be ran on a tractor, which makes it a little heavier-duty wire, so then everything's a little bigger and a little bit, you know, overkill. But it keeps you, or him, from having any issues in the future, so he'll never have to fix it. So, you know, he's probably got usable piles of parts over here. Oh, yeah, I bet there's truck parts. And then there's, you know, more truck parts. He's got all kinds of stuff hidden everywhere because he's doing a budget build. Because he doesn't have the money. Even out here just in the corner is a grill that he could use for the truck. There's just parts hidden everywhere. So, and since he's doing a budget build, that's the good thing. He's been storing these parts, collecting these parts for years, so he can build the truck on the budget he has, which is minimal. So, you know, that's why we're doing the wiring like this and everything like that. And when you're doing a build like that, you know, you got to collect all the stuff, you know. Yeah, not all of us have a budget. A lot of you guys have project cars in your garage that you probably tore down and wish you could still be driving. I recommend making them where you can drive and then continually fixing them. But this one's one that you're doing from the ground up, and it's not really a way we can do it. Now we will leave things that aren't completely finished when he goes to go drive it, but that's stuff we can fix as we're going. You know, you got brakes, you got fuel, you got a drive system, you got a wiring system, and you can hit the road. But I'm going to hit home myself. I'm going to get up early because I've got, this time I promise, we're working on bikes in the morning. Nobody's going to be at the shop. I got free reign. So we're going to hammer it over there and less wiring today. Probably won't see this guy till the weekend unless I get bored at night and I'm waiting for primer or something to dry. So, yeah, no more wiring for a minute. Means my fingertips won't hurt. So I love you guys. Thank you for subbing, liking, everything on the videos. It really means a lot to me. God bless you all and Merry Christmas.